afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, March 12th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Little heads up is that we're a lot more people are moving to acquire the iHercules. So those of you who are, communicating with us and everything, bear with us because we're working on all of the emails and the people that are coming in. So you got to understand, there's only two of us. So you got bear with us, and we'll, like we always do, we'll get things all taken care of. So it's just people are starting to find out more and more of just how miraculous iHercules is. Speaking of which, that if we understood for ourselves, all of us, that divine abundance is our natural state of being. It isn't something that we have to learn, go get, buy, or something. It is our natural state of being. Every cell in our bodies are pushing, pulsating, and vibrating with super alive, pure, conscious energy right now. So when you relax into your body, do you feel it? Ask yourself, do I feel relaxing into my body? All your atoms are singing and dancing together. They're having a great party inside of you. Your body is celebrating being alive in this universe. And if you look around you with eyes of gratitude and wonder, all you will see is a massive display of creativity, energy, and abundance. And you realize you are truly surrounded by abundance in every single direction, flowing through you, above you, up you, around you, everywhere. Think about what actually had to happen for all these amazing material things to manifest themselves. Imagine all the time, creative energy, and love that went into seeding and growing all the plants, trees, gardens, flowers. Think about what had to occur for each of these houses, cars, TVs, computers, floors, streets, buildings, and entire cities to manifest. Think about all the sex that had to occur for all 7+ billion people, nearly 8 billion people to be born and living on this planet, this earth, today. That's huge. And remember that everyone, including all plants, animals, sea creatures, were all born from an organism. And you can't help but to say this is really getting exciting. It's truly amazing, and best of all, imagine that everything and everyone is here for your enjoyment. Now do you see the abundance that is all around you? Do you feel it? If you think abundance in life is all about the surplus of money in your bank or how expensive the things are that you own, you are deeply mistaken. Some of the most miserable people in the world are the most financially wealthy. They simply don't know how to feel this divine abundance that is dancing inside them all day long. Real everlasting abundance comes from being in touch with the divine being that you truly are. The creative, loving, juicy, alive essence of who has the potential to vibrate, gyrate, and reach the highest frequencies of inner freedom. Even if you're struggling with money, just start in that moment. Just start to begin accepting the fact that in many ways you already are living an abundant life. It's more fun and enjoyable than pretending that you aren't. Enlightenment starts with choosing to see through a more expansive perception that makes us feel truly free. And then you begin to say, I can see that super rich and deeply appreciative being is growing and glowing inside you right now. Now, see, some of you probably don't know that there is actually a fourth side of the coin. You say, well, not really. There's only two sides. There's only two sides. There's the heads, the tails, and the... Well, then if you get real creative, you go, well, no, there's the edge, which is another side. You can look at that as a side because you can balance it on the edge. That's another side. Have you ever had a dream that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake up from the dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world? And, of course, that came out of the Matrix movie. I think we've all had dreams where we could have absolutely sworn they were real. What would have happened if we would have never woken up from that dream or known how to wake up? Because you ever said, I got to wake up from this dream? Because I know it's a dream, but it seems so real. Most people on this planet have heard the expression that there are two sides of every coin. There's a heads and a tails, which represent the metaphor that everything has its polar opposite in this physical world. We simply need to flip the coin over to realize this and experience that everything has another side to it. Every peak has a valley, every microcosm has a macrocosm, and every bad occurrence has something good behind it, which balances everything out. We need this contrast to bring about an experience of life. The sun needs the vast darkness of empty space behind it for us to be able to receive its perfect warmth and light. There are some people who have explored these two sides who know about the third side of the coin, which is the edge between the two. This is the very thin silver of gray energy that is neither black nor white, right nor wrong, hot nor cold. It is that warm sweet spot that lives exactly in between these two polar extremes. Finding this edge in your daily life, this sacred meeting point between the negative and positive, allows you to experience a freedom from both sides. On the edge, you cannot get wrapped up in the dramatic story of bias of either side and realize there is the option of a third perspective to choose from. To remain on the third side all day long is a massive balancing act that leads to great joy and freedom. It takes mastery. And as it's like walking a tightrope in a circus where one small slip and you may fall back into the drama of polarity consciousness. You must choose to be very conscious to always remain on this third side of the coin. And yet the benefit is a lifetime of harmony between your mind and heart and freedom from all thoughts and emotions. Freedom from all thoughts and emotions. You discover a natural, gentle freedom from situations which would have previously made you feel emotionally imprisoned or stuck, believing in some unbalanced point of view. Meeting someone who is living their life balancing on the third side of the coin is quite a rare occurrence. Yet to encounter a person who knows about the fourth side of the coin is never heard of. Have you ever considered that there is a fourth side of the coin to be explored? Most people haven't, which is why I'm curious if you can imagine or guess what the fourth side is right now. Think about it. So I invite you to take some time to let your imagination really fly with this one before I tell you what it is. The fourth side of the coin is something that cannot be forcefully understood by the mind, yet is revealed through a very relaxed, open, and receptive heart. One must let go of all analytical, rational thinking to be drawn into the fourth side, which can happen instantly in a state of crazy laughter, orgasmic ecstasy. The fourth side is spontaneously discovered in the process of stepping back from the mind, seeing the mind truly for what it is, and noticing how expansive it feels when the mind drops its grip on your life. The normal self is the mind. The mind is with limitations. But pure consciousness is beyond limitations and is reached by investigation into the I. The normal self is the mind. The mind is with limitations. But pure consciousness is beyond limitations and is reached by investigation into the I, Ramana Maharishi. Imagine a room without a ceiling and is also missing all the walls, corners, and edges. This is the space that the fourth side of the coin takes up. It is experienced as a state of being or presence, which is beyond all three sides of the physical coin. The fourth side has no boundaries, no limitations, no time constraints, and no set beliefs on what's not possible in this universe. The fourth side is always bigger than the mind can imagine. It is truly immense. And if we took an entire day to talk about the fourth side of the coin, we would still just graze the surface of it. Once you discover it, you'll find that words cannot touch it. Thoughts cannot contain it. It is that sacred mystery which opens you up to your infinite nature. So I think the fourth side was best described in the movie The Matrix, when Neo approached a little bald prodigy child who was bending the spoon with his mind. The boy says to the perplexed look at Neo, "Do not try and bend the spoon, that's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth that there is no spoon. Then you'll see that it's not the spoon that bends, yet only yourself." What the boy was pointing towards was the metaphysical understanding of the fourth side of the coin. It contains an energy that connects to all things. It is indivisible, undividable, and always consciously here, permeating every thought, feeling, and atom in this universe. Stepping over to the fourth side is similar to leaping from the third dimension to the fourth dimension of consciousness. It's like a mini drug trip that blows the mind out of any context or safe container it was previously living in. The fourth side is all about creating a mindless, timeless experience felt within the body. It is only when we're truly free from all this mind chatter, when the mind has stopped making up stories and is no longer running the show, telling you what to do, what to believe, how to see things, that you finally begin hearing the deeper silence inside. And from this place, the fourth side is instantly revealed. Now, I could try to explain the fourth side in technical scientific terminology, yet your mind would just throw the definition into a little box and say, "Oh yeah, I get it. I know exactly what it is now." And this is not the purpose for the fourth side. Its reason for existing is to keep your mind opening, always guessing, so that you are continuously expanding your state and accessing the most magical parts of your being. The mystery of the fourth side is meant to keep you living in a state of wonder, where you are opening and surrendering to life, so that eventually you become released from the trap of the logical, rational mind. Just watch the mind. Notice how it's always thinking about something, always seeking for something. It wants more things, more ideas, more food, more stuff, more money, more plans, more dreams to try and fill its life up with. The mind never takes a vacation or gives you time to notice the immense mystery which is all around you. If the mind settled down and gave you one day of complete silence inside, everything would change. You would find your true infinite self. You would see there was much more to life than this busy mind. This is exactly what exploring the fourth side is all about. The self is here and now and alone. It is not new and something to be acquired. It is natural and permanent. The term self refers to the unlimited, the infinite self. Do not limit its meaning. Ramana Maharishi. Now perhaps you may be wondering, how does exploring the fourth side apply on a practical level to improving my daily life? Well, It comes down to the most basic foundational truth in the realm of manifesting. Moving energy into form, creating into reality. When you are on the fourth side, you realize that you are the ultimate creator of your life. You see precisely how you are the ultimate authority, giving permission to every single experience in your life. The fourth side is the stepping back from the other three sides of the coin, seeing the bigger picture of duality from a distance and discovering that you are the one who is seeing, perceiving, and designing this whole cosmic play before your very eyes. You see that everything in your life was first generated by your mind and manifested into reality from an acceptance of your beliefs and desires and intentions. A good question to ask yourself is, do you believe that if you cannot see something, that it does not exist? Truly. Ask yourself this. Do you believe that if you cannot see something, that it does not exist? You cannot see the air, yet you know there is something there to breathe, right? Accepting that the fourth side of the coin exists, even if you cannot see it, is the first step towards discovering it. Most of us have very rational and reasonable minds, which do not want to let go to easily and blindly believe that something unreal is real. If this sounds like you, then you'll need to get curious about exploring what is observing the other three sides of the coin. What is this that is perceiving the other three sides of to be real? Is the great observer, the infinite watcher, and the divine seer real? It is this eternal point of observance that is your doorway and entrance ticket to experiencing the awesome, enlightening dimension of the fourth side. By resting in your inner observer, seeing all three sides of the coin throughout your day, there naturally arises an experience of a mysterious something that is beyond your thoughts. By giving space to the observance of this experience, you are experiencing into the fourth side of the coin. Then you may suddenly realize that this mysterious something is also the producer, director, and screenwriter of this movie called The Life of. You see where you are not feeling in control of this movie, trying to micromanage where it should and shouldn't flow. And when you step into the fourth side, the you disappears, and a channel of flowing creative thoughts moves through your mind and body in each new moment. It is in this space that you see that you are the one, creating the resistance and allowance of the manifestation of all your desires and ultimately your ideal fantasy life. If we are to fully be in this world, live in this 3D realm, we need to get beyond it. When we are locked only in this 3D practical 9-to-5 reality, it is pure suffering. Unless we can find an alternative dimension to play in that honors this unlimited creative spiritual being that we all truly are, we simply cannot relax, breathe, and feel safe here. We deeply need the foundation of the fourth side in our daily lives if we are to relish and appreciate the 3D materialistic world. If we don't have a realm that expands us beyond the mind, we would have no mystery to uncover, and daily life soon becomes hopeless, boring, and meaningless. It is the great mystery of the fourth side which will always keep us feeling alive and in a state of wonder. The fourth side is forever there, yanking us out of our sleepy little fish bowls, out of our velvet rut of known truths, of our socially agreed upon lifestyles, and shredding all our assumptions of how we thought the entire universe was. Then when we start to look for the fourth side in our everyday lives, we can consciously break free from living in the known and get out of that confined container of the mind and start to really pulsate with life. The mind is intangible. In fact, it does not exist. The surest way to control it is to seek it. Then its active activities cease. The mind is intangible. In fact, it does not exist. The surest way to control it is to seek it. Then its activities cease. Ramana Maharishi. Now, you may have heard it said that it is our deepest love and fear that drives us in life to become who we truly are. It is karmically there, always pushing us beyond the boundaries of who we believed we once were and what we thought was impossible. When we embrace all that we love and fear, we step out beyond our edge and move through the one thing we are most afraid to do, and love the person that we most yearn to love. It is taking this risk to embrace our love and fear that makes our lives truly amazing. It's through the risk that we find that perpetual crack in the doorway that always opens us up to the fourth side's dimension of infinite possibilities. Perpetually taking this risk gives us all the power we need to receive the greatest abundance we yearn for in our lives. So perhaps you're wondering, how does one know when they've reached the fourth side? Are there any signs to see? You know, you've got at least one toe touching the fourth side when you feel every single detail of your life is perfect, exactly the way it is. When you can trust in life 24 hours a day, seeing how it is effortlessly manifesting everything you want through your every thought, desire, and intention, you feel appreciative and unburdened by all that occurs or doesn't occur. You see the Grand Master play behind it all and realize that the only thing you're truly responsible for is your happiness in each moment. On the fourth side of the coin, life becomes a constant manifestation playground. You get to experience firsthand how powerful you actually are at creating your reality. You also get to see how easy and fun your daily life truly is. There are no mistakes you can make when you're on the fourth side. There are no accidents or coincidences. You see that every single incident that occurs is part of the greater divine plan. Understanding this, you take advantage of this perfect opportunity here, and you start to design the most fantastic, enjoyable, and healing scenes anyone could ever imagine, painting on life's blank canvas. And on the fourth side, we are free from the heaviness of responsibility because we feel this highly intelligent universe is working through us. We stop entertaining ourselves in the narrow-minded games of the first and second sides of the coin and realize that only from integrating the third side and seeing the bigger picture from the fourth side can we truly enjoy playing this universal manifestation game with everyone around us. The fourth side is our passageway to finding total freedom and enlightenment in this lifetime. It is an exquisite enlightening space where we find that there are no heroes, perpetrators, or victims here. There is nobody to blame or point at for why things are the way that they are either. There is just acceptance of what is, and a deep allowance and recognition of the divine, all-intelligent perfection that is everywhere. If you want to experience the fourth side this week and manifest more of what you want in this life, you must start with doing something different to begin shifting your consciousness. There must be a willingness to let go of who you thought you were and open up to something totally fresh, alive, and new. The more you can surrender to this deep letting or to-go process, the more all the enlightening attributes of the fourth side will naturally reveal themselves to you. Your life, all of our lives, are meant to be a fun, joyous adventure. Everything you want to manifest in love, money, health, sex, and your intimate relationships can and will be yours one day. You simply choose to expand your mind, increase your consciousness, raise your vibration high enough by exploring what is within the fourth side of the coin. Your desires will easily and effortlessly find their way into your life. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. Why wouldn't we want to relax our bodies? You're the master of your body. The more intimate relationship you develop with your body, it's amazing what it will communicate with you. So from head to toe, inside and out, take the weight off. Release, surrender. Anything that's bothering you, stressing you, causing you fear, anxiety, and worry, turn around, get a good look at it, give it a big full body hug, a nice big kiss, lots of love, and then walk through it. You will find every time any of that ever shows up, that's what you do. You have no fear. You've got all the trust that you could possibly have in yourself, in the soul, the God that you are, in the universe. When you do this, it's guaranteed you will feel your body become light. It'll relax. Remember the easy chair? You're leaning into the God within. That easy chair is the God within. You're leaning into the God within. That's why when you lean into that easy chair, you're not getting out of it. You don't care to. You're within. You're sitting with the God. And the body responds, this is great. No fears, no anxieties, no tensions, no stresses, no nothing. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's something that we should practice all the time, choose to practice. So as your body relaxes, because it will, shoulders will drop, face will drop, everything will just start letting go. We move in to the now. And really, you can argue if you care to with your mind and ego all you want, but the now is all we have. Ego and mind want to keep you in the future that doesn't exist and the past that's gone. It never wants you to stay in the now. It will do everything it can to keep you out of the now. Reason is that when you're in the now and you practice staying in the now, eventually the mind knows that you're watching the mind and the ego. You're not in it anymore. It's not directing you. You're beginning to watch and direct it. So it will do everything it can to keep you out of the now. And the now stills the mind and the ego and the subconscious mind. It stills them, which means you step outside of them. Remember, your easy chair, you've leaned back into the God that you are. And in the now, you're in space. You've entered the fourth side of the coin. You're not judging. You're not assuming. You aren't calculating. You aren't wanting. You aren't having. That's all the material world. And you're outside of it, watching. And the God within you is watching you watch. So you're the God, right? So you're watching you watch. Some of us will, the now is the space between heartbeats. Moment to moment. Whatever it is you're doing, that's the now. That's what you're focusing on. It's not as easy as it sounds because we're so used to not focusing on the now. We're used to all these thoughts taking us in all different directions. Some of us will go in the past. We all reminisce. We all have memories, and we all embrace certain things, and we enjoy them. But we don't stay there. We don't sit and lay in the elephant graveyard of our past. Old thoughts, old ideas, old experiences, all dead, gone, inert. So we lose, we'll come out of that, we'll get out of there, and some of us will go into a future that doesn't exist, and we wonder when and if and why and what if this and when this, and all along the now is all we have. So how do we stay in the now? Because if you go into the past, you stay in the past, you'll bring that past into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, relive that past and that future. This is why a lot of people will say to themselves, in this very now, why is it no matter what I do, I always end up here? So to stay in the now is practice. Because those thoughts are going to come in. We're gonna, those thoughts are there. We're going, oh, okay, and you don't even know it, and you're just wandering off in these thoughts. You focus on your breath. Your breath is divine positive energy. It really is. It sustains the God within you, the kingdom of God within that body. It focuses you, strengthens you, eases you, relaxes you. It's divine positive energy. It's very powerful. So how do we move ourselves into the understanding of always being in the now? So that divine positive energy, your breath, every time you wander out of the now, you focus on your breath, and I mean focus on it, not superficially. You will be in the now every single time, guaranteed 3,000%. And the now is where we want to be. So you see your body, your body is leaned into the God that you are, completely relaxed. You have moved yourself into the now, which means you have stepped outside of the ego mind and the subconscious mind. And you are watching, the God is watching the watcher watch. No judgment. And you see your body, and you see right at your tailbone, you're leaned into the God, the easy chair, the God that you are. And you see these wheels of light going right from your tailbone up to the top of your head. And there's colors that you've never seen before. They're just so vibrant and spectacular. And each one is it looks like a flower. Each one's a different shaped flower, and each one has a different geometrical shape in the center of it. And each one's a different color. So you see an energy flowing through them, moving through them. It's like we're like a fountain in this body. We have our God Force Love Light energy flow up through these pranas, these chakras, these energy vortexes. And it flows up and it springs up over the crown chakra and back down around. It's continual. This God Force, it's up, it's above us, below us, around us, everywhere through us. And so we take our breath, our divine positive energy, and we join the breath with the God Force Love Light energy. And so these are flowing. We watch as that we move them through these energy vortexes, these chakras. Now, these chakras are really important. There are etheric points in these physical bodies. They really tell us what's going on with our bodies. And how do they tell us? Okay, well, we start with the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. This is the root chakra. This is connected to our career, money, mindset, how we view wealth, and a sense of belonging. And it's blocked by fear. So if your root chakra, your Muladhara, is out of alignment, even by a fraction, it can cause issues. And you know that because it's telling you. See, and then we move to the second wheel of light, the orange wheel of light. And this is our sacral chakra, Vadasthana. This is our center of sexuality and pleasure. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. And it is blocked by guilt. Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light. This is the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This is our personal power, ability to channel. It's how we flow in our lives. It's the confidence through the heart-mind. Willpower, blocked by shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. This is our heart chakra, Anahata. This is our ability to love. That's what it is. It's relationship, self-acceptance. And it's blocked by grief. And then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It deals with truth. And it's blocked by lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, third eye chakra, the Ajna. This is intuition, sense of purpose, your direction in this life, seeing the big picture. It's blocked by illusion. And then we move to the crown chakra, the violet wheel of light. This is the Sahasrara. This is our connection to the divine, to the cosmic energy, to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. This is our full connection to spirituality. And it is blocked by ego attachment. This is, getting to know our bodies, both etherically, spiritually, and physically. It's paramount. No one can make you do it. You choose to do it. Therefore, it allows us to be consciously aware that we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And these bodies we're in, the heart mind, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, the God, the pure consciousness. We're all one. And we're heaven on this earth. Literally. And every step we take, we're creating paradise. Literally. And we've learned to shine our light, which is the soul, the God within us, outward. And this love light energy, flooding everything. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Flooding everything. All of our brothers and sisters. Young, old, awake, asleep, doesn't matter. This is always, eternally, everywhere. So you have almost 8 billion gods, little gods, experiencing these physical bodies, shining their God, love, light, energy all over the planet. If you were to see this planet from afar, you would see that it glowed. A God planet that glows with the light of the love that we are made from. We're all part of a collective consciousness, pure consciousness, the God source, everywhere, in all existence. Some parts, some pieces of the collective consciousness are asleep. Others are just coming out of a slumber, and others are awake. We're communicating with all the pieces that are awake for this meditation. So we call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now, consciously. We call upon all light energy beings out there, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this entire universe. And they come in trillions of gigaplexes from trillions of universes in every direction. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light. That they come in uncountable numbers. And we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. And those are the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian. Many, many, many more. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day. Different species, different civilizations. And trillions travel throughout the universes every day. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage, and our own self-imposed slavery. And in uncountable numbers, they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime, and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming the circle of light, complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now we're familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which we've never seen before. Ones we're familiar with somewhat are the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they are with us now consciously. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we are all gathered in this meditation. In full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, and abundance. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, and the liberation of this planet and its people. This circle's light is from the God force, love, light, energy, the soul within each and every one of us, the kingdom of God within each and every one of us. It is so bright as we shine it outward and brilliant that it actually grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even come close to its radiance. And we're flooding this planet, saturating it, inside and out, head to toe. And this deep, pure, eternal love, deep, pure, eternal peace, and deep, pure, eternal gratitude. And it is nonstop. It is flooding every single one of us, head to toe, inside and out, always, whether you're awake, asleep, in between. Feel this in your heart-mind. See it in your heart-mind's motion picture. Magna glorious, stupendous, marvelous. Now we begin to ascend above this planet. As we ascend, we're met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. Trillions of little tiny flashes and lights reflecting all of us, gathered in this meditation, on and off world. We look close enough, we see these perfectly etched mirrors, tiny, microscopic, with vibrant colors of which we've never seen before on this planet, flashing everywhere. We're all teachers. We're all students for each other, whether consciously or unconscious. We're always learning from each other. Teaching, student, learning, teaching. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We will discover this, each and every one of us. We are then met with the purple flaming violet blue light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds each and every one of us of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, perpetually, eternally, for always and ever, we are imbued with a white fire armor, and this white fire armor emanates from the soul, the kingdom of God, the God source within each and every one of us. We are protected 24/7, inside and out. No demons, no possessions, no entities can harm us, even come close to us, ever. But only you have the power that if you lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through hatred, anger, greed, envy, disappointment, attachment, expectations, worry, stress, fear, anxiety, you will lower your vibrational frequency enough so you will create a breach in your white fire armor, You will then allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do this, you're then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds each and every one of us that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We can send them back to pure consciousness where they are no more and never to return. We're then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, cleansing and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony in the highest of the highest high of deep eternal love, deep eternal gratitude, and deep eternal peace. We are then met with a golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the sunrises and the sunsets. We are the clouds in the sky. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the trees and the forests. We are the soils. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the animals. We are everything. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise and a beautiful vista, you're in awe of the beauty. And it's so divine and spectacular. It is you that you're in awe of, because you are that which you are viewing. We continue to ascend above this planet. As we do, some of us step outside of our physical forms and hover effortlessly above them, those of us carrying physical form. We come in direct contact with this massive crystalline light tower that we created, larger than the solar system. So the column itself houses this sphere, oblong sphere. And in the center of it is this massive golden white, shimmering, sparkling light, ball of light. And we see as it's sending out these massive, soft, misty waves saturating all of us head to toe inside and out. It's surrounded by numerous vibrantly colored rings of sparkling light. These are doing the same thing, saturating all of us. And comes gratitude. The golden white light is deep eternal love. Then we have gratitude. Then we have deep eternal peace. And we have joy and bliss. And we have well-being. And we have great wellness. And we have great wealth, great prosperity, great abundance. It's never ending. And it's all a reflection of the God within each and every single one of us. At the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it does, perpetually, always, saturating and flooding every single one of us on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. Pure, deep, eternal love. We all are drops of this golden ocean. And we hold the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean's the drops of the ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We created this meditative sphere over 3 years ago. It holds nearly 1,300 of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of the awakened pieces of the collective consciousness of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Flooding every one of us, always, eternally, head to toe, inside and out, with all of this deep, eternal intent, without attachment, without expectation. the fourth edge of the coin, if you will. That's why this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and this is why it continues to expand. You feel, see, and feel. See through your heart, mind's motion picture. The mind is intangible. In fact, it does not exist. The surest way to control it is to seek it. Then its activities cease. I'll join you in a meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. An easy breath out from the mouth. Move easy and slowly. The self is here and now and alone. It is not new and something to be acquired. It is natural and permanent. The term self refers to the unlimited, the infinite self. Do not limit its meaning. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And see if you can be on the fourth side of the coin. We'll be back here Saturday, March 13th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.